Alrighty, back here with the Gladiator again today, getting to do something I've wanted on this thing for a little bit. The bed rails for tying cargo down and gear and whatnot didn't come with it, so we're gonna go ahead and throw our own on. So gonna start off real easy here. I gotta take the I'm gonna take my cross members off on my truck rack here, pull my tonneau cover off so I have access to the bed nice and easy, and then we'll start going on. See how easy these go. These aren't the official Mopar rails. These are ones I got online for a pretty good deal, so we'll see how everything works out as far as the install goes. Gonna see if I can get the camera up here, kind of give you all a bird's eye view of what's going on. That's probably not too terrible-ish right there.
Rack had hand screws on here, but I put these ones in because when I was mounting my boards on the outside, kind of gave me a little more clearance. Either way, hand screw or Allen key, makes taking these off or raising the height still super simple. So that's something I'll talk about it now.
Alright, now we got that all opened up, we're going to start up in the front with the front rail. Yes, I actually read the instructions on this thing. I'm going to go with the shorter rails, the front rail. These are pretty sharp looking here, if I do say so. Alrighty. It looks like it's 4 nuts, and that's all she. Check our trusty instruction page here. It's like it's got these nice little, kind of like your plastic body clips to hold it in, and then that way you can get the bolt aligned properly. Yep, 4 bolts go in. That's about as easy as it gets. Let's grab the bolts. On before we climb up there into the bed. They give you guys a different view. Hopefully you can see what's going on. Go with something like that. Alright, so as I mentioned, we got our nice little plastic retainer plugs here. We'll line those up with the holes in the body. There we go. Holds that in. Go ahead and start our screws. Kind of like how they put a little bit of foam pad on the back of every bolt location too. I guess lets you torque it down. Not go too crazy like. So got those all started. Go ahead and get them tightened up here. Call this front bar good. All right, front rails on nice and easy, solid. Now looking, I'll move to the left rail because I don't have a mullet panel on that side to make it more difficult, but I can already tell might have to pull the rack off. The mounts might be a little tight. They can mount to the rail. Right now they're clamped on because I didn't have a rail, but we'll see how this works when I go to get the rail in position. Also, pull out here, I got these little mounts I put in myself just into the tapped holes in the bed to give me a few more anchor points, so we'll have to ditch those for now as well. So let's grab some tools, we'll move forward with that. Alrighty, gonna just preemptively get the rack out of the way, make sure we don't have any headaches here putting in the rail. Actually, since I want to put this back in the same spot, most likely let me mark where I have them. Alrighty, we'll just mark on the rail here. We'll mark the other side as well. Getting these out of our way. So now that we got that side rack out of the way, we'll get these temporary hooks out of here. All right, no more hidden hooks there that I have. So this rail, it mounts with the 4 pre-threaded holes, but there's also a hole. See if you can see right here, it's this hex hole. They actually gave me a nutsert to press into there. So they gave me the little, like, I'm sure you guys probably seen the little nut and bolt. Basically one of these assemblies to press in the nutsert and crush it into that hole. But we're actually gonna skip that. I have a nutsert tool. That'll make this a little bit easier. And I'm gonna grab, since I know I got the other side to press too, we're just gonna get them both done in one step here. Hop up in here so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I'll let you guys see what's going on here. So here's our hex hole, and here's the little nutsert. It's designed to kind of fit snugly in there. going to do is we're going to thread it onto this nutsert tool. And I should simply be able to line it up. And then by squeezing this, I should start crushing that nutsert. And basically, I can thread into the nutsert more. Crush it a little more. This thing's stuck. I always hate using these nutsert tools.
It's supposed to spin out, right? No, it's not. I just gotta have it walk the way back before it spins. So let's tighten this up soon. See if I can crush that nutsert a little more.
One done, not the smoothest, but easier than using that other tool. So let's go ahead and crush in the other one. Hopefully I can get it in over here with this molly panel setup I got. So that one definitely crushed a lot better than the other side, but and the tool's working better. There we go. So that nutsert's in there nice and tight. So let's go ahead, switch back over to this side, and we'll knock out these screws and call this rail done. Screws. One suggestion I'll definitely make when you're doing this: don't leave the rails sitting out in the sun, because they got pretty damn hot right now. There we go. Let's go ahead, start getting these screws on this one. This one's a little more difficult to see because of the rail caps. But I got the 4 into the side of the bed in there. Let's, before we tighten anything up, make sure we can line up that new nutsert that we just installed. Started, maybe not the greatest. We'll get this end tightened down a little bit and see if sucking this bolt in will help line up that nutsert. Alright, nice and tight on that one. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, now it's starting by hand. It feels a lot better. So. and tight there. Tighten up these last three. Let's be a little careful, don't need to strip out the head there. Two rails down, one to go. We'll take a look at these little hooks they got built into them for me. I guess I'll slide this back to here and lock it in so I can access it from the bed with the tailgate down. Why not? Right. Most of the stuff I'm hauling is near the back of the bed anyway, so we'll see. Bring this other one over right about there. Probably good because that'll still clear where I have my bed rack mounts at. But I'm actually thinking maybe I ditch the rack for a little bit. I've been driving with it for a while. I go pick up some firewood anyway today, so we'll see. Probably gonna leave it off at least for a day or so, but not too bad. I'm liking these rails already. They go in there, they're nice and solid. So let's go ahead, flip around. We'll ditch the rack off to this side and get that last rail bolted in, be good to go. Let's take the rack out of here. Rack is out of the way. Let's take out these temporary hooks again. So my molly panel here goes into the same holes I'm going to be using. I see a lot of times when people do these, they mount the molly panel to the rail that I'm about to install. I'm going to actually try to go the other way and mount the molly panel, leave these brackets behind the rail. My theory on that is by mounting the molly panel behind the rail with these with the mounts it has here that I have, if I leave these behind the rail, they don't interfere with the sliding of the rail and me mounting anything else on, you know, once this is here, I'm not taking it off. So I don't want that to interfere with anything I want to use on a, you know, spur of the moment basis that this rail will do. So that's my game plan for that. As long as I can get the bolt holes to line up and go through the rail and the rack, I should be good. There's my thoughts. So let's try this first one here in the front and see if that's going to be plausible. See anything through there, so that's never a good thing. But let's see if I can get the bolt started through the rail and line it up through everything else. Feels like feels like we found some threads there and it started, so we're gonna go ahead and do that and keep this molly panel mounted behind it. Yeah, just give us a little bit cleaner finish here. Oh yeah, that one was easy enough there too, so plan is working. Alright, got 3 of the 4 side bolts started. We'll get the last one way over here in the corner going. Alright, all 4 of those bolts down the side are started. Now we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this new one in the end here into our nutsert going. Looking again, I can already tell the foam on the back is doing its job, but it's not letting me line that hole up, so we'll tighten up this first one, and then we should be able to get that one into the new nutsert. Just don't go too crazy there. That's what I thought. It might not quite line up now because of the little extra space because of this rack, but to be honest, I don't know if I really need that one in there. It's not doing, I'm not adding a ton of weight to these things. It's mainly going to be holding my bag of recovery gear from moving around and my little case of accessories I can do when I'm going off-roading for like the air compressor and stuff like that. So nothing super heavy. I'm gonna make this decision right now, at least to forego that bolt. It's pretty darn close. I might actually just hit this end here with a drill bit, open that hole up just enough, and then I'll be able to get that bolt in anyway. So I'm not super worried about it, to be perfectly honest. Let's get these last 2 tightened up. Because in the event I ever decide I want another one of these molly panels for the other side, I'll be doing the same thing and mounting it behind this rail. Alright. Pretty happy with that. I think we got what I wanted. I'm pretty sure I tightened this one up. Yeah, that's good enough. See if it'll make it here. See if it's like right there. See if it'll lock itself. Feels like it actually found them. I think we're going at an angle. We're going to bail on that one for today. Like I said, I don't think I need this one. I don't want to strip out that nutsert I just put in here and have to drill it out. So I think we're good. Tailgate when I'm doing stuff. These have nice little hand screws in the middle, so they're actually pretty convenient. big for these, but it's alright. Alright, this looks pretty solid. Let's take a hop out of here and see what we got. Alright, go ahead and get my half my rack out of the way. Alright, not too bad. Didn't take very long. Everything lined up where it needed to. You can see we got that nice adjustable rails here all the way around the bed. So go ahead, I'll get my tonneau cover back on and this will all be buttoned up. Good to go. Hopefully if anybody needed something like that, that'll help you out.